Hello, everybody, my moped people. What's going on? Pyramid Whale here. I'm starting a new video series, and well, it's been a couple of days. I'll tell you. Look at this. It's been a couple of days. So I have this 1993 Derby variant start. It's another Spanish bike. It doesn't look like much right now when you look at it like this. It really doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on here, but really, this is an entire bike with all the plastics and everything. And basically the MO here is going to be not just a full rebuild to make this thing rip, but, and liquid cooled, of course, but also basically to restore it as much as possible. Because I love how these bikes look, and yeah, it's just, it's time for an upgrade and to make the thing scream. Let's start. Yeah, I mean, I had the whole thing torn down in 2 days. I was pretty meticulous about it. Basically, there's really not, it's like a moped, so there's not a ton to it except with the engine and the tuning on that. I have two engines here, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I've started tearing down the forks, and I'm going to get into, what is needed to rebuild those if you wanted to use the stock ones. I'll talk about the engine situation, the plastics, liquid cooling, electrical. Why don't we start with electrical, just because it's here in front of me. This is the stock wiring harness right here. Basically just using it as an idea for length, because I'm going to actually be using an external battery that's going to be converting these 20-volt DeWalt rechargeables to 12 volts. So I can run a full LED system while still utilizing my original controls. I'll basically be replacing all of the lighting situation. These batteries right here will last like 2 hours with pretty continuous use. So, you just throw two of these in your backpack. Oops, I almost dropped it. You throw two of those in your backpack, and you're good to go for a while. I've got LED blinkers I'll be using, the relay for that, for LEDs. It's so much less to worry about than, and it's just so much more simple. And also it allows me to run the ignition that I want to run, which is the Soletra. I have the drive is over here. That's not piss, it's coolant. And I've got the seat and the forks. Now, maybe someone can inform me on the fork situation. Where do I get some aftermarket forks for derbies that are better quality? These aren't bad, honestly, and they're in very good shape, so I'm going to use them for now. But yeah, I have all the plastics for this bike, so I'm not going to paint anything. What I'm going to do is clean the fuck out of it so that it's really nice and clean. And this yellowing comes right off, which I was really happy about. It's nice white under there. It's more of the white that you see here. Basically a full cleaning on all of this stuff. New tires, new bearings, sealed bearings in the wheels and the hubs, new brakes, clean all this plastic. This is a little more tricky. I found some sealed bearings, but I also have tons of new bearings if I have to pack something. I also ordered new dust seals. And luckily for me, the springs are still in good condition, so I'll be able to reuse these. And it'll be, just basically a remanned stock set of forks, because I just love the look, and I don't want to jeopardize the look too much. But yeah, dust seals, new headset, bearings and everything, clean everything so it's nice. And then that brings us to what's going on over here, which, oh, I don't remember which way I was holding the phone, so this might be upside down. I apologize. Why do I have two engines? Well, parts, I guess, and then also this is a stock crank right now in this thing, and this was my tuning engine, basically. So this was me kind of like doing a rough setup of what I'm going to be doing for this bike, and allowing myself some time to tune off the stand and see, you know, what I needed, because it's kind of a pain to tune once everything's installed. You have to raise the frame up. Basically, got to take this bolt out and raise the frame up to access the carburetor. So this allowed me to really kind of dial in. Also, you know, if you're liquid cooling, you pretty much have to undo your hoses, which, and again, you know, you're gonna lose all your coolant, and it's a pain. But you know, it allowed me to kind of set my timing and figure out, you know, what I wanted before I do my rebuild. I got this repair manual, which is really helpful. It has diagrams in it, and full rebuild situation. Nice new crank, you know, gaskets and everything for the case. And so basically with this one, while I have this set up, I'm still not exactly done. You know, I'm pretty close with the dialing and everything, but this allows me to play around while I'm actually rebuilding an engine and sandblasting the case and making sure it's like minty. And, you know, and then it gives me another set of internals in case anything blows up. My setup is a pretty heavily, especially on the exhaust, heavily ported Metra Hobbit liquid cooled head, the Selectra ignition, a 19 PHPG 4-pedal Ital kit reed block, and the 75, they call it, Zen pipe. Now I had this pipe on my bike and I loved it, and I do have some videos of this on, and it sounds so good right now. I'm really excited to actually take it out and ride it once I get this whole thing completed. But again, you know, this is going to be kind of a longer process to finish, since it's kind of like not just a rebuild, but reman, so to speak. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to take my time, and it's going to be fun, and we'll touch back soon once I start individual parts of this. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Pyramid Whale out.